Hey everybody, I'm Karen and I am here for a 45 minute yoga class, Vinyasa flow. And so we're just going to get started warming up. So feet firmly planted on the ground, just rocking back and forth gently on your toes. Toe heel, going back and forth, just kind of starting to settle in. Noticing how your body feels. Shoulders are back and down, chin is pushed in. Pulled back, I should say, a little bit, just ever so gently. We're just going to start by inhaling up, hands together, exhale down. Inhale, open, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, close, dropping chin to chest, and repeat. Inhale, open, exhale down. Inhale, open, heart to sky, exhale down, drop the chin, last time. Inhaling, exhaling down, opening out wide, and then exhaling again, dropping the chin to the chest. Relaxing your arms down, widening your stance a little bit, and tailbone is tucked under. We'll take some cat-cows from here. So gentle wrists, gentle elbows. We'll inhale, open, squeeze. This is our cow, thinking about the front of the spine. Exhale, closed, round forward. Thinking about the back of the spine, and repeat. Inhale, open, exhale, closed. Couple more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. So you can do this with your arms or not. It's all in your spine. So even if you weren't using your arms, it would just look like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Either way is fine. Relaxing your shoulders down, relaxing your feet, the rest of your body, starting to feel it in your shoulders and your neck, loosening up and opening up. Taking the left arm in front, taking the right arm up and back and behind. So bending the elbow, back of the hand is on the back, between the ribs or between the shoulder blades at the top. And this is for the neck and the shoulders. So I'll take a nice inhale here. Exhale over to the right, just pushing away, taking a twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left, pulling back. More of a twist, shoulder is down. Inhale back to center and repeat. So moving from side to side, twisting, enlivening the spine, back to center, and pulling back to the other side. So because the right arm is behind, it's keeping the shoulders down, allowing us to loosen up at the neck. And that feels good. Last time on this arm, back to center. And then we'll just drop that arm down. Switching sides, left arm back, right arm at the front. So our hands are actually at the same place along the spine, one in front, one behind. We'll inhale here, exhale over to the left, and just push, encouraging the twist. Inhale back to center, exhaling over to the right, pulling back, inhale back to center. Going from side to side, inhaling and exhaling. Last time, gentle knees. Last time to pull back. And then we come back to the center and then drop it down. We're going to come down to the mats. So hands on the hips, spine out long, hinging at the hip crease, reaching out long, coming all the way down to your downward facing dog. So feet are hip width distance apart, shoulders are up, back and down, And we're trying to reach down with our heart. So bringing that out and forward. And let's inhale, right leg up high to the sky, kicking the right heel into the left butt cheek, looking out under the armpit. And just opening up that hip, just allowing it to come open a little bit, stacking the hips. Maybe lifting your right knee up a little bit higher, accentuating that stack. Pressing into all fingers, not just dumping into your palms. And then let's square that hip and bring that foot down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhaling, left leg up high to the sky. Kicking left heel into right butt cheek. Looking out under the left armpit. And breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Really let it go. Holding this stretch. Lifting the knee a little higher. And then bringing that foot down. And then just pedaling out. So pedaling from side to side, allowing the back of the legs, the lines of tension to accentuate. That was my feet cracking, and I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm just going to sit back on my heels. So sitting back on the heels, it's our toe stretching here, so you can sit all the way back. My shoulders are stacked over my hips. My head is directly over my shoulders, so my body is in alignment. So this is a major stretch to the soles of the feet and the toes. If this feels like HE double hockey sticks to you, you just come forward, and coming down to all fours will take some of that pressure out. Otherwise, we're just practicing to find calm in chaos. How can I find more calm in a chaotic situation? That's what we're doing here. And then we'll inhale the arms up high to the sky, reaching up nice and tall. And by doing so, we're shifting the weight up the spine. So reaching up, belly button is to the spine, lifting up higher, taking our focus away from the soles of the feet, and breathing, and inhaling and exhaling. And let's come forward on all fours. Pat those feet out. Woo! Hey, hey, hey. That's not nothing, you guys. Okay, so releasing that, coming to our tabletop position at the center of the mat. So my shoulders are stacked with my hands, my wrists, my elbows, all that in alignment. My hips and my knees are in alignment. I'm gonna exhale back. Take a breath back, walking my hands forward a little bit. So stretching out long in our child's pose, Balasana, child's pose. I'm gonna inhale forward to my kneeling plank and take a tricep push-up. Coming back up, exhaling back. So you can just come forward and back. So you inhale forward, exhale back, gentle movement, uninterrupted, or you can inhale forward, exhale down, inhale up, exhale back. So whatever feels good to you, taking this at your own pace, using the strength of your core to guide you and glide you through these poses. Until we finally rest in our child's pose, hips go back towards the heels, stacking your fists, using your fists as a balance for your forehead, resting your third eye on your fists, just relaxing the low back here. So the low back just gets a rest, noticing that your gaze is down and in. So looking down and in, looking at what's in your heart. How are you now? How do you feel? Relax the low back. Check in with the heartbeat. And then we'll inhale ourselves back to our tabletop position at the center of the mat. Let's wag the tail and shake the head a little bit, wagging from side to side, loosening up the spine. Let it be nice and soft here, adding a lot of energy to the spine. And then we will take Reaching out long, coming into our bird dog. So left leg out long, right arm out long, our bird dog pose. So shoulders, elbow, wrist, and then elbow to knee, tucking in, extending out. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, extending out. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, long extension. And let's kick that heel behind, reaching the right arm to the top of the left foot, pressing the foot into the arm, rotate the shoulder back, and just press into that. Keeping our knee as much in alignment with the hip as we can, opening up here. Breathing, balancing, and let's release that. Switching sides, right leg out, left arm out, nice and long. Toes are down, elbow to knee, tuck under, exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Same thing, kicking the right heel, reaching the left arm behind, rotating the shoulder blade back, and looking over your shoulder. Pressing your foot into your hand. Getting a nice stretch to the quadricep here, and we're breathing. Let's release that down, and let's take our downward facing dog position once again. So coming back up to our dog, it's not the first time in this class that we've done it. So feeling a little bit more warmed up. Toe heel, right leg comes up, bending the right knee, bringing the right foot forward, coming into low lunge. So right foot forward, left leg back. So I am on the railroad tracks with my legs. Knee over ankle. My left hand is down on the mat. I'm going to inhale my right arm up. Looking up, taking a twist in my runner's lunge. So pulling up the left kneecap. I'm on the toes on the left foot. You could take a bind here and look up and behind you. Trying to keep the knee in alignment with the ankle. So not letting it pop out like that, keeping it tight close to the midline of the body. And let's release both hands to the middle of the mat, walking the left foot out to the side, dropping the right knee, opening up the left hip. So left hip is wide open. So I can stay up high, I can come down low. I can come down to a stack of blocks, but I'm allowing my hip opener to happen. So breathing here, breathing into the part of you that feels tight. My hips are tight right now. A lot of sitting creates tight hips. A lot of tension that we hold can happen in the hips. Releasing with the low back as well. Breathing into this, relaxing the face. And let's come out of this pose by coming to our hands, coming to the back toes of the left leg, and we'll inhale that right leg up high to the sky and just pulse a little bit, pulsing that leg up, squeezing the butt cheek. And then walking forward a little bit, I'm going to rest that foot behind my left foot, and I'm just going to glide down to a high plank. Inhale back, exhale forward, inhale up, exhale down, down and hold, holding like a one-legged plank. So pulling up the kneecap of my left leg, breathing out through the mouth, high exertion, and then inhale back up again, bringing that foot down. So just noticing the two sides of the legs, coming back to your down dog, taking a breath here before you flow through a full sun salutation from here. So take a pause here if you like, move to child's pose, or flow with me from down dog to high plank or kneeling plank. Chaturanga Dandasana or kneeling. Cobra, elbows back, or up dog. Exhaling back to your downward facing dog, stepping feet behind hands, hanging in your forward fold, sitting down in your chair for today. Heels are down, butt is back, knees are over ankles. Inhaling up, salute to the sun with back bend. A few breaths here. Relax the shoulders down even though the arms are up. Swan dive down, hands to mat, push back into dog. Nice. So feel your dog. Feel the difference between the two sides. Inhaling, left leg high to the sky. Bending the left knee, bringing the left foot forward, right leg back. Coming into our runner's lunge on this side. So we're all on the other side. We're on the railroad tracks. Our hips are directly behind our shoulders. Placing the right hand on a block on the mat, reaching the left arm up. Keeping the left knee in alignment with the left ankle. Maybe you take a bind. Breathing out through the mouth. Out through the mouth on exertion. Pulling up the right kneecap on the ball of the right foot. And then releasing that bind, bringing both hands to the center of the mat and walking the left foot to the edge of the mat. Dropping the right knee down, maybe flattening the foot, and just opening the left hip. Stay up high. Come down low. You decide what works for you as you discover what's going on in this side of your body. So yoga, Sanskrit word for yoke or union. Yoga has been around for thousands of years, and we're still practicing because over the generations we know it is still such a beneficial thing for mind and body. So let that hip open. If it's super tight, you'll just notice. Note to self, hip super tight. We'll do some gentle hip openers a little later. Breathing into the space that feels tight on you. Relax your face. Come out of this pose, taking your hands to the mat, lifting up on your back toes, reaching up, and then inhaling that leg high to the sky and just taking a little bit of a bounce, letting it go, releasing. Maybe you kick out forward and back, bringing that foot down. Again, you can take a pause here in down dog. You can move to child's pose or flow through a vinyasa from down dog to high plank or kneeling plank. Chaturanga or kneeling, cobra or up dog. Exhaling back in downward facing dog. Staying here or hopping feet behind hands. Hanging in your forward fold. Sitting down, butts are back. Sitting down into your chair. Folding forward yet again. Bending through the knees, inhaling up. Salute to the sun. Reaching up wide, maybe take a back bend, heart to sky. Swan dive down, hands to mat, push back into dog. Bending the knees and gliding your hips back to child's pose. So wide-legged child's pose. Reaching your arms out long, holding on to your ankles, whatever feels comfortable to you. Balasana, child's pose, relaxing the low back, catching your breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth until you catch up with a gentler breath. Calm, control. Lengthening the breath. Noticing if you can listen to where your heart beats at. Can you hear it? Can you tell? Maybe yes. We'll inhale ourselves back up to our downward facing dog. Coming back to dog, inhaling right leg up high to the sky, bending the right knee, bringing the right foot forward, rising up in our crescent lunge, right foot forward, left leg back. So we're on the ball of the left foot and we're flat on the right foot. Both feet are facing forward, shoulders and hips are in alignment. We'll inhale the arms up high to the sky. So maintaining this nice straight spine, we'll inhale up, straighten the front leg, Exhale and pull down, a lat pull down. Inhale up, straight legs. Exhale down, front knee bent, back leg straight. Inhale up, flowing this pose. Exhale down and hold. So squeezing here, squeezing, strong arms, strong muscles. And inhale our arms back up. Crescent lunge, holding the crescent lunge. And then we're gonna hinge forward at the hip crease. Hands are flat on the mat. Hop the back foot forward. So you've got two legs that are both facing forward. Hips are high to the sky. Standing split. Or pyramid pose, sorry. Pyramid pose. We can come to standing split in a second. So the nose is to the knees. The head is hanging heavy. The crown is to the earth and the tail is to the sky. Breathing, maybe taking a slight bend in your front leg so that that leg doesn't lock out. Bending that knee, walking the hands forward a little bit and reaching the left leg up, standing split. So the leg goes as high as it goes. That's what it does. So let it be what it is. So standing split, you can play around with your balance here. One hand on the leg, one hand on the ankle, no hands at all. Standing split. And then bend that knee, reach back into the crescent lunge, rising back up again. Crescent lunge. Woo, you never felt so good. Let's drop the left arm back, reach the right arm up, take a back bend. Heart to sky, left arm down, shoulder down, right shoulder down as well, arm up. And then cartwheel those hands down, push back into dog. Flow through the sun salutation from here, from down dog to high plank or kneeling plank, chaturanga dandasana, or kneeling, cobra, or up dog. Exhale back to down dog. Pause here or follow me, feet behind hands, hanging in a forward fold, bending the knees, reaching up into your chair. Butts go back. Fold forward yet again, hanging forward, bending the knees, inhaling up. Salute to the sun. Swan dive down, hands to mat, push back to dog. Beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna do the same thing, you know it. Come with me on the other side. At any time, feel free to take a break, take a child's pose, get a drink of water. Inhaling left leg up high to the sky, bending left knee, rising up, right leg back, left knee forward, crescent lunge on this side. So huge hip flexor we're getting in the crescent lunge here. So hip flexors, loosening those up. They get tighter the more you sit. So let's inhale up, straighten the front leg, pull down, lat pull down again. Inhale up, exhale down, just like on the merry-go-round. Straight up like the horse, straight down. Inhale up and hold. Breathing, breathing, breathing here. And let's hinge at the hip crease, reaching forward to frame the front foot and hop the back foot forward. So two forward legs, hips are high. Now we're really feeling it in the back of the left leg, the lines of tension, reaching up with the hips, face is soft, crown of the head is down, let your head hang heavy, tail is high to the sky. Exhale on exertion. And then coming into our standing split. So bending your left knee slightly, shifting your weight forward, reaching the right leg up. So once again, play around with your balance. One hand on the leg, no hands at all in your standing split. Whatever works for you. Each side is different. So we'll just play around with it. There's no judging, you guys. Stop it now, no judging. It is what it is. And let's bend that knee and let's hop the right foot back, returning to our crescent lunge. So we're on the railroad tracks again. Let's drop the right arm down, lifting the left arm, taking a back bend here. Back bend, heart to sky. Lift from the low back all the way up to the thoracic spine. And then cartwheel down, push back into dog. You know the drill. Hold dog, move to child's pose, flow from down dog to high plank or kneeling plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, the hover or the kneeling hover. Cobra, the back bend or the up dog. Exhaling back to down dog, feet behind hands. Hanging your forward fold, lifting the hips high. Bending the knees, sitting down in your chair. Take a breath, fold forward yet again. Bending the knees, reaching up. Salute to the sun. Hands together, exhale down. Open up into a straddle, coming forward, both feet forward. Let's take some breaths in our straddle legs. My knees are pulled up. My feet are way further than hip distance apart. Lock your thumbs into your heartbeat. Let's point the toes out to the sides. Let's work the inner thighs. So knees are bent. Spine is long. The tail is grounding into the earth energy, the yin energy, the negative charge of the battery. The crown is lifting high. And the battery's getting charged. In through the nose and out through the nose here. Let's take the hands behind the head. So both hands, both elbows are bent, working the muscles on the side body. So taking a nice stretch, opening up the side body from here as we're working the inner thighs. Hip opening. And stretching out the obliques. A couple more times on each side. This should feel nice. Maybe you want to stretch all the way over, come back, stretch all the way over, and come back. You do you, right? Coming back to the center. Let's come down a little bit more. I'm going to toe heel a little bit closer together. I'm going to come all the way down into my Garland pose, Yogi squat. So you can do a couple of things. Whoops! If you push yourself, you might fall down. So you can gently rest your elbows on your knees, on the inside of your knees. That might be some good stability. You can bring your hands down to the mat, hands to heart, hands in front, and palms facing your feet behind. Whatever works for you, make up your own. Coming down further to the earth, balancing the earth energy. Lift up your toes a little bit, feel the front of your legs, your shins. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Taking the hands to the mat, pushing the hips up high, squaring the feet forward, and just hang and let it all go. Bending the knees, going from side to side, releasing the low back. Nice gentle moves here. And just let it be good. And then we'll pivot forward. We'll push back to our dog. Coming back to how we started. And just breathing here, feeling your dog, hopefully even a little bit more. Hips go high, lifting up a little bit higher. And we'll do that same thing with the legs. We'll inhale, right leg up, drop the right foot behind the left, and we'll hover forward to high plank. And we'll hold, pulling up the kneecap on the left leg. Did we miss one of these on the other side? Well, let's reach that leg up high and bring it down. Same thing on the other side. Taking the left foot behind the right, hovering forward. So coming to our plank or our kneeling plank, same deal. Kneeling plank with the curtsy legs. So pulling the kneecap up, and breathing. And let's exhale back to our downward facing dog. Coming into straddle down dog, walking the feet towards the hands towards the feet, lifting the hips up high. So we're going to take a twist from here. So my hands are directly underneath my shoulders. I'm going to reach my right arm up, taking a twist with these kinds of legs, and breathe. Inhale and exhale down, and take your hand, right hand to the outside of your left foot, and just gently pull yourself down a little bit more. Feeling a little bit more stretching through the back of the legs. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then we'll take that hand to the mat, and then reach the left arm up, taking a twist. Left arm up, twist. And then we'll exhale down to the outside of the right foot and allow that leverage to help pull those muscles just a little bit more. Hips go high, lines of tension in the back of the legs, getting the stretch you need. And let's just release that, walking the hands out, walking the feet back in, coming back to our downward facing dog. Right leg up, high to the sky. Right leg comes forward, coming into our warrior one pose. So right leg forward, left leg back. We're on the balance beam here, right knee bent. Left foot is pointing to the left side of the room, arms come up. So personal strength, position of personal strength. So what do you feel strong about right now? We're pulling up the back leg, the back kneecap on the left leg, keeping the right knee bent. So this is a wide-legged warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. We can do a short-legged Virabhadrasana one. Okay, so remember, we're all meeting at the same juice bar in yoga heaven, whether you do a wide-legged warrior one or not, so no judging. So long spine, let's hinge at the hip crease and hover forward, reaching out long, flat back, pulling up the kneecap of the back leg, bending the front knee. We're going to open to the side in triangle arms, so left arm up, right arm down, stacking the shoulders, feeling that side body, and breathing. Let's reach forward yet again, reaching out long, inhale up. Exhale forward, flow this move, long spine, inhale up, squeeze the butt cheek, exhale forward, long spine, last time up and stay up. And then dropping the hands down. So palms are either facing each other or interlaced. Shoulder blades are back and down. Heart to sky, hinging forward, coming into our humble warrior, hovering over your thigh or reaching all the way down. Still continuing our chest expansion. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And let's inhale back up again. Release the arms, come back to where we started. Warrior one. Here is the power. Dropping the arms down. Stepping left foot forward, taking right foot back. So right foot facing the right corner of the room, left knee bent. On the balance beam, from the heel to the instep is what we're looking for. Inhaling arms up, this time steeple grip. Steeple grip, interlace the fingers. I'm doing everything I can to bring my right hip forward, but it doesn't want to do that, right? Because I have my leg, my back leg at an angle. That's the way it's supposed to be. So reaching up, bent knee, pulling up the right kneecap, lifting out of the low back. Shoulders are soft, reaching forward, hinging at the hip crease on the left hip, and then just opening the arms up in our triangle arms. So this would be triangle pose almost if we had a straight front leg and our back leg was perpendicular, but it's not. So opening up at the shoulders, long line between the fans, between the fingers. We're breathing here. And let's hinge backwards to where we started. Reaching out long, we'll inhale up, keeping that bent knee. Exhale forward, reaching out long. Inhale up. Exhale forward, reaching out long. Last time up, we'll hold up. Dropping the arms down, same dealio again. Palms facing each other. You can hold on to your elbows. You can interlace your fingers, rotating your shoulders back, but the heart comes forward. I'm expanding my chest right here, and I'm bowing down before the Corona gods. We are bowing down. We have been humbled by that invisible germ that has taken the world by storm. Exhale. Exhale. Inhaling up. Releasing those arms. Arms come back again. Back to our warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. You are a strong warrior. Woo! That ain't no joke, you guys. Hands to mat, pushing back into dog. Holding dog, holding child's. Flowing from down dog to high plank or kneeling plank. Elbows tucked in for chaturanga or kneeling chaturanga. Back bend in your cobra or your up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. I see you. Feet behind hands, hanging in a forward fold, lifting up. Bending through the knees, arms come up, sit down in your chair. Hang forward yet again. Bending through the knees, inhale up. Salute to the sun energy. The yang. Arms go high. Beautiful. Facing you now. Hands together, exhale to the heart. Finding your Tadasana pose. Finding mountain. So feet together, slightly apart, hands at your heart. Lock your thumbs to your heartbeat for the moment and just listen to it. My heart is racing. We've been doing big yang energy, so now we return to the yin, the receiving energy. Our world has been in overdrive. We have been in big yang. Now we're returning to yin. Stay home and make your food. Sleep more. Walk your dog. Cuddle on the couch. Practice self-compassion and kindness. Be here now. Where else is there to be? That's what we're doing. So feel your body, the soles of your feet, all four corners. In Qigong, we talk about a bubbling brook coming from the earth to the midpoint of your first and second toes, in between, closer to the ball of your foot, a bubbling brook, kind of giving you good energy from the earth. Think about all your internal organs getting stretched and massaged and twisted and turned because of your practice. That's good. That's nothing but good. There's an inner smile. Your body is happy on the inside and it's smiling at you right now. Take it. And let's drop the hands to the sides. We're going to take 3 beautiful breaths up. So palms are facing out to the sides. So we're going to inhale up, palms high, one palm over the other. Doesn't matter right or left. And then we're going to exhale down as if we're pulling down the softest baby blanket over our heads in the whole world. So inhale up. Exhale down from your mind to your heart to your body, your 3 treasures, the path to happiness from within. Last time, inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful. And let's come all the way down to the mat. We'll come all the way down. I'm gonna take my left leg out, keep my right knee bent. I'm gonna scooch my butt cheeks back. So your right leg might be closer to your ankle, could be on top before your knee, but it's not on your knee. So it's not on the joint. So that hip is open. So it's as much opening as you're doing is what it is. So leave it be, and we'll take a forward fold over our straight leg. So first the spine is long, and then on an exhale, we hinge forward at the hip crease, reaching out long over this leg. So shoulders are square with the hips, both facing forward. I'm reaching for my foot. You could use a strap here, you could use a towel, you could use your fingers, whatever works to open up the back of that leg. And let it stretch, and then we'll inhale back up again. We'll switch sides. So right leg goes out long, left knee bent. Same thing, kind of adjust so that your hips and shoulders are in alignment. Straight up through the spine. We'll inhale here and then exhale as we hover over that thigh, that leg. The gaze is down. Looking down at your open leg, you might reach for your foot, you might not. So remember, we're not judging our practice because that makes us feel bad and that's just silly. The best yoga in the world is the yoga you can actually do at the time that you actually do it. It's a mindfulness lesson as well. So reaching out long, really feeling a good stretch there. And then we'll release and come all the way up. And I'm gonna bring both legs forward. I'm gonna round here. So taking a cat, so I'm rounding my shoulders, opening up my shoulder blades, rounding my belly, and I'm just gonna gently lower myself down to the mat. And if this hurts your low back, you go back right away. Pull your legs and come right back, right? That's how we do it. So reaching out long, are you losing me in this video? Opening up the shoulder blades, reaching the arms out long, letting the right foot mount to the right side of the mat, the left mount to the left. Let's just inhale the arms up over the head and just twinkle your fingers and toes, twinkling fingers and toes, loosening them up. Let's take a nice big inhale here. Exhale the arms down, bending through the knees, reaching the legs out to the sides of the mat. So your feet are out at the edges, so wide legs here. And I'm just gonna gently lift both of my knees, windshield wiper over to the left as my gaze comes to the right. And I'm gonna inhale to center and then exhale over to the other side. And then back to center. And just do this a couple times if you'd like the flow. If you'd like to take the twist, the supine twist, twist on your back, more on one side than the other, go do it. Otherwise, you're just allowing yourself to have a flowing twist. And then just whenever you feel ready to bring your legs back to center, we're going to crisscross at the ankles, hold on to the knees, and start rocking around. Pressing the low back into the mat. Maybe you rock from side to side. Maybe you do circles or ovals. Whatever feels good for you is the way to go. Just really press your low back in. Notice how it feels. And then one last move before Shavasana. We'll come to Happy Baby. So holding on to your toes, the outside of your feet. Maybe you stretch it around a little bit. But Happy Baby, just allowing your low back to sink into the mat. Soles of the feet up high. Remember, we said we're not going to call this dead bug. That would totally suck. So Happy Baby. Your body is so happy for this, and so is your mind. Your mind got the break it needed. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, holding on to the outside of the feet here, coming into our bound angle pose. So butterfly those legs, just let them open up, a little more hip opening. And then squaring, or bringing those legs together, reaching out long, arms up again, long arms, reach, 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 long legs. Inhale wall, and then exhale, coming into your final resting pose, Shavasana. So resting in your Shavasana, Shava corpse, asana pose, corpse pose. Play dead here. You don't have to do anything. You just lie on your mat, enjoying your practice. Letting your breath return to its normal state. Taking as long as you wish in Shavasana. You can spend 15 or 20 minutes in Shavasana. You can take your legs to the wall, whatever feels good to you. Ending today's practice with a quote from my book, Make the Most of You. Keep your mind active. As with your body, if you don't use your mind, you'll lose it. So treat your mind with the same respect as your body. Exercise it, rest it, expand its capacity. Read, meditate, question, challenge, do puzzles, learn a language, push your mental boundaries. Keep your mind active. So find yourself on your mat, having traveled through your practice, comfortable. Notice how your body feels. Notice how your mind is. Is your mind a clear blue sky? Did it go blank? Notice how you feel in your heart, having made time for your practice. And when you're ready to come back to the room, you can wiggle fingers and toes, circle wrists or ankles, turn your head from side to side. Pulling your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, and then turning to one side, taking a moment in fetal asana pose, sleeping baby, to just seal your practice in. Remember the gifts of the mat, the gifts of the union of your breath, uniting your body and mind. And when you're ready, guiding yourself up to an easy seat at the top of your mat. We'll align the spine one last time by grounding the tail into the earth, plugging it in like a Lego piece, lifting the crown of the head to the sky like a Lego piece, inhaling up. Body, mind, and spirit, hands together, exhale down. Namaste. See you next time. That was a Vinyasa flow class. Come back. There's more where that came from. Thanks for being here.